Good morning, or afternoon, or evening. Oh, welcome to another 20 minutes with me. Excited to have you here today. I'm going to get into start off with some stretching today. And it's going to be a calm day. Do a lot of opening. So, I want to get going, but first, I want you to remember to subscribe to this daily fitness life channel so you can get these daily workouts in your feed. Today I plan on doing a couple unique workouts that are mostly in the stretcher size category. So we're going to really focus on stretching and lengthening. I want to answer a couple public comments out there. A lot of people have been asking me, and by a lot of people I mean nobody. I have a lot of bandanas. I've got a big box of bandanas. Every time they get sweaty, I pull a new one. You may see me with a variety of bandanas. I really love bandanas. They capture the sweat. They're good especially if you're bald. I recommend. So this is a shout out to all my bandana friends and lovers out there who love wearing bandanas. Plus they keep the sun off your head. Get all varieties of cotton. So I hope you're joining me already while I'm stretching here. I'm sitting between my feet. Starting to let my head join in the momentum here. I've got a timer running. It goes off every minute. Sometimes I follow it, sometimes I don't. It's going to keep this workout about 23 minutes long. We're going to really try to get deep in some of these stretches. I'm going to let our head follow the momentum of our body. This is one of my default positions, as many of you probably know, and that's because of how good it is for so many parts at once. I try to do things that benefit, workouts that benefit many muscles or at one time, or joints, or it's an efficiency thing. I'm trying not to spend a lot of time getting into a car, driving to a gym, socializing when it comes to working out. I just want to get it done. I love doing it, but I don't want to spend 20 hours a week doing it. I want to spend about 2 hours a week doing it. And this is how I do it, 20 minutes a day. All right, let's open our knees a little bit wider. Really try to sit between your feet here. Open them as wide as they'll go. As wide as they'll go. Push a little farther. I want you to really feel that. You should be really sitting into this as much as you can. Take a few deep breaths here. A few more neck rotations. And if you are feeling that you're not getting enough stretch, open your knees a little bit wider and sit back. Part of being strong is also being limber and being flexible and having good balance. There's a lot of different modalities that teach you varieties of these things. I try to bring them all together, a little bit of everything. Sometimes you just need a day to really focus on what's tight. You know what's tight in your body. You know what's tight. You know that thing that bothers you, and you're like, my lumbar, my sciatica, or whatever. For me, it's very often my upper back and my neck. So I try to spend a little extra time in here. And I want you to get comfortable about what's tight for you. And I want you to spend time in there. It takes a little bit of time and daily routine. This is really a conversation about habit building. Building a good physique is about habit building. It's about forming good habits and routines, structure around your fitness and your diet. All right, good job. Let's open those knees a little bit wider. I'm going to come up first, let it relax. I'm going to come a little bit wider and come to the side here. I'm really feeling that here. This is starting. Oh. Oh boy. Whew. It's requiring me to breathe actively. Not talk too much for a moment. Try to bring your chest forward and your shoulders back here. Let's get a couple light twists, okay? I want you to come back with one hand. Reach with the other. The best ways to get this into your routine daily is try to think when you're sitting on the couch watching TV or whatever you're doing. I don't recommend watching a lot of TV. I think that's one of the issues for a lot of people. Too much couch TV time. But instead of sitting on the couch, sit on the floor, sit in this position. You're just sitting, you know, when you're just standing around or just sitting, just try to get into a nice, healthy stretch position. You don't have to even do all these movements. You could just sit in that position. Sit with your legs open. Fitness is a lifestyle. It's the way you think about your body. It's the way you think about mobility. It's the way you think about movement. And your relationship to the world. Spending ample time in this position. Let's get some side to side here. A few love handle killers in this position. Some days I just let the workout take me for the ride. I do what feels good. I follow my body. And sometimes it picks up. Sometimes I stay and stretch. Depends what my body feels. Let's put our hands behind us. Reach your chest forward here. Reach back, chest forward. Head back. I like to mix my workouts up. Sometimes I'll do 2 or 3 hard workouts a week, 2 or 3 mediums, 2 or 3 easy or stretches, so I get a good balance. It's not all about strength building. If you don't do the right stretching, your muscles aren't even ready to build strength. You're building on a poor foundation. So it's important to get a little bit of everything here. Keep reaching that chest forward. Let's reach one hand to the sky. Separate your hands as far as they'll go. Come to the side. And just hold it here. All right, let's come to the other side. Other hand back. Other hand reach. All right, from here, see if you can come all the way back. I'm gonna loosen just for a second, get some more mobility here. Come all the way back. If you can't come all the way back, hang in this position, hang however far you can go back. Okay? I want you to get eventually comfortable with just lying here for a minute. Practice some diaphragmatic breathing here. In through my nose, out through my mouth. Feel my stomach come up, down. Push all the air out of my lungs. While you're in this position, let's get a few pelvic pulses, just so you can feel the muscle groups that are holding this position. Pushing on the top of your foot, just a few inches. Come down, rebuilding that arch in your lower back. Come up. Small movements just to activate some of those things that we don't really think about that much. Muscles and tendons that we don't really think about. I'm going to actually put a little pressure on knee to knee here. Get a little activation, knee to knee. So I'm kind of coming side to side in this. Getting a little more intensity on each side. A little relaxation with the other side. Just going back and forth here. Opening up right top of the quads. Nice work. All right. So from here, let's reach back. Put your elbows on the floor to help push yourself up here. Great work. All right. Let's open up our legs into opener. It's our split stretch. Let's come forward. Little activation, side to side. Try to point those toes forward a little bit. As you can see, we're opening up different parts of the hip here than what we were just doing. I'm going to use both my hands to reach towards my foot here. Try to come a little lower and lower each time. And just spend your time here. This is as productive as doing 100 push-ups like we do in our sessions. Still going side to side here. So what I'm doing is activating my core. This gives me an opportunity to get a bit of a stretch exercise. And some activation, so it's not entirely stretching. Let's get some rotations here clockwise. Counterclockwise. Let your head follow the momentum of your body. And remember, we're really trying to bend from the hip. Okay, we're not trying to come like this. This is not good. Bend from the hip. Keep this going. Put your hands behind you. Come up, reach your chest out. Let's open up a bit here. Open your legs half an inch farther. Let's come down. If you want, you can add a bit of pressure with your arms to help push yourself forward. That'll activate your arms a little bit, your biceps, your shoulders. Give your body the time it needs to recoup from a week of hard work. Something else you could do is use your fists. Start bang out your thighs a little bit. Inner thigh, outer thigh, your butt. Doing a small amount of tenderizing here. Tenderizing. I'm sure there's another fancy name for this, but I like finding the tight spot in my hamstrings or wherever and staying on that a little bit. Just giving a little tenderization like you would with a piece of chicken. All right, and you can see if you can come a little bit lower this time. Get a little creative in these positions. Sometimes feel where the tension is and lean into it. There's so many ways to work out, stretch. I'm going to come down to my elbow on each side. Use my hand here to push towards one side. Try to bring my elbow to the ground. Maybe grab my foot. As you can see, I'm really doing all I can to bend from my hip and not bend at the shoulders. All right, let's bring our legs forward. Point our toes. Bend from the hip. Let's lean forward here. Flexion and extension in our toes. Flexion, that doesn't sound like a word. Flex, extend, flex, extend. Let's loosen up our calves here. Feel it in here. You can tap your calves when we're doing this. All right, let's lean a farther. Bend from the hip. And put your hands under your knees. If you'd like to pull, give yourself a little pull strength here. Flex, extend, flex, extend. Maybe get some rotations. Loosen those ankles. Top of the foot. Come a little bit farther. Okay, from here, keep your shoulders back, straight. I want you to lift a leg. Flex, extend, flex, extend. All right, let's lift the other leg. Get a few pulses. Just in order to keep good posture here, I'm going to put my hands behind me, bring my shoulders back, so I'm making good posture here. And I'm going to lift a leg, get a few pulses. Let's get to 10. These little micro movements really help you start to feel little activation areas. Just come to the side. Get mobility in that leg, in that hip joint. I'm going to come side to side here with my legs open. Oof. Again, let's put our hands behind us. See if we can come half an inch farther this time. I'm going to let my head drop here so I can get a little bit of extra stretch, a 2-in-1, a bonus. I can feel this in my scapula, my shoulder blades. Just by letting the weight of my head open up my upper back and shoulders here, and neck. I'm gonna come half an inch farther. Here we go. This should really be, especially for us dads carrying babies, depending on how long you've been doing that for, you could really start to feel that in your sacrum, lower back pain. The more you can think about activating this, and this stretch is such a great opportunity to do that. As you lean forward, you feel it in your lower back. It's not easy to do. It's easy to do this, but this isn't what we're going for. Right? If you notice, I'm not doing this because I'm bending. I'm trying to come from the hip and only bend at the hip, not bend at the shoulders. And this isolates the lower back. Such a good lower back opener. It should give you spinal decompression. Well, our 23 minutes is up. Wow, look at that. We did a good job today. So, I want you to thank yourself for coming and joining and making this consistent. I did a set of pull-ups before this. Couldn't help myself. Out in this new location, I don't have a pull-up bar, so I was hanging from a ledge and getting pull-ups that way. not a high ledge, just a ledge. I may go do another set right now, but I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for joining me. And remember, balance, flexibility, strength. Balance, flexibility, strength, and you're going to do great. So much love. I'll see you next time. And I'll see you again. It's Friday, so we'll get another one of these out on Monday. I'll talk to you soon. You'll see me. I'll see you. Eat protein. Drink water. Bye.